freedom of the arena out there for Crystal Dunn. Not really defended properly. McDonald was just taken a little bit surprised that that ball even got through to her. Sonnet, lovely turn. Juliet's to play it in again. Portugal defending well though. Not really cleared properly. Fantastic save from the goalkeeper there to deny Carly Lloyd, who must score this time, and does. Continues her hot scoring streak, and the USA, it took them 21 minutes, but they've done it.
Pereira with the smile, because there's only so many bites you can give Carly Lloyd at that apple before she's gonna eat the whole thing, and there it is. Again, it comes back to her in a perfect position, and it starts with that poor first clear, and the US will punish you for that. You can be certain of it.
She's enjoying this victory tour. She scored against Ireland. She scored against Portugal the other night. She scored against Portugal again here. Her 116th goal for her country, that is. Only Abby Wambach, Mia Hamm and Christine Lilly have got more in history. Well, you felt there had to be a breakthrough. I'd give credit to Portugal. I think they defended well to that point, but got themselves in a mess. Right under the crossbar and off the underside of the bar. I think it was McDonald's header. And she's wondering how she didn't score.
And this is an area Portugal just cannot continue to give up. These set pieces that are fighting into their six and into their box, because the US is going to dominate those all night. Solid in the first game against Portugal.
Jessica McDonald hit the woodwork, as I remember, at the World Cup in her only appearance against Chile. Does it again here. Mendes with the clearance. They just can't keep the ball, Portugal. Fancy doing another 4-year cycle trying to get to the next World Cup. I think I'll take advantage. I don't want to overstay my welcome, but if they'll have me.
If they'll have me.
Yeah. Which is a nice self-effacing way of looking at it. It's across. Elects to punch Pereira. It's done. It's all USA. We thought it probably would be. Mendes. Tatiana Pinto, but possession squandered by Portugal. I just think they're finding the pace of the game too difficult for them. Hardly time to blink, let alone think, out there for them. There it is again. Lewis nicks the ball away like a pickpocket. McDonald. So cut it back. Dunn thought about this shot. So did Brian. Borges got in a good challenge for well, under siege, you'd have to say, Portuguese side. Just some little flashes. That's nicely done there with Norton. And Tatiana Pinto wanted too much time, and then Lewis beaten away by the goalkeeper. He couldn't take advantage. 2 saves from the young Sporting Lisbon goalkeeper to save Portugal from conceding a second.
And again, they pickpocket them in midfield. Lewis looking for it. What a great second save by Pereira as well. Establishing position. But Portugal just cannot get out of their final third. Every time they try and establish some possession, there's a U.S. red jersey or 2 or 3 around them.
no mercy, really, from the US. They got quite a lot of criticism, didn't they, for kind of over-celebrating that 13-0 win against Thailand in the first game. That scoreline really, I think, was an indication of what we've been saying here. They just don't stop. They weren't not going to get to 6 and say, oh, that'll do.
Right.
Got the 3 points, we'll just take a foot off the gas. They just carried on going for it. Monica Mendes here wearing the number 2 shirt for Portugal tonight. She's one of the players who doesn't play in Portugal, plays for the women's version of AC Milan. I think the fans are seeing what they wanted to see, the world champions turning on the style and hopefully getting a few goals. But there will have to be change over time because 18 of the 23 are going to be over 30 in 4 years' time. Lloyd, Heath goes down, and that was inside the box. Yeah, penalty. Again, it was Borges with the challenge. That's been a running battle between those two, and I think it's fair to say that Tobin Heath's been coming out on top.
You knew it was going to be a long night for Borges early on. Just that little touch. Was her foot actually outside the box, though?
That's what she's arguing. I have to say it looked in to me, but I'm prepared to be persuaded otherwise. Is this going to be Carly Lloyd again? Carly Lloyd, greedy for another goal, and gets it. Perfect penalty. No stopping that. But was it a penalty? Let's have another look. Was it outside the box? It was certainly very, very tight. And remember when you watch it back in a moment that the line counts as inside the box. It's outside, isn't it? Just.
Yeah, I would have given that outside. And you know Carly Lloyd isn't going to miss this one.
She's out of the World Cup. She's out there. That's a lovely ball through. She's out there. Kristen Press had a chance there. Kristen Press had a chance there.
This is the nice little slip ball in by Carly Lloyd. Actually to the far post, gets that defense to shift, and then...
Oh, it's a fantastic effort from... Oh, it's a fantastic effort from... And then McDonald hits the bar again. McDonald hits the bar again.
This ball too. Hits this ball too. She got all of that bad one. It's just right at Pereira. It's just right at Pereira for Press. And it's easy.
Mewis couldn't throw enough. There's another chance coming up. You laced it inside. Oran beautifully cast Oran, and yeah, that's the right decision because it was a high boot. Good punch, really. Here comes the US corner. Lindsay Horan scores 3-0. Always had the momentum, was always going to win that ball, and planted it in the back of the net. Twelfth goal for our country.
I've never been a fan of this zone right here. You see what happens is there's gaps all the way in between. Lindsay Horan finds it, no one to body her up. You get a clear run at the ball. The entire Portuguese team in a zone in the 6. And that's what happens when you don't get in the way of a player. You need to get a body on them, get them off balance.
3-0 this time. That is the final whistle, and Jill Ellis has equaled Tony DiCicco's record of 105 wins as coach of the US women's team. Carly Lloyd scoring her 116th and 117th goals for her country tonight. Lindsay Horan adding another in the closing minutes.
Great